welcome to yoga. We're not going to have Joyful today because she doesn't come outside, and today is going to be an outside yoga day. If this is your first time joining me, please welcome. My name is Robin Bruckman, and this practice is a very slow practice. We're going to utilize breath. If I invite you to do something that your body doesn't want to do, please don't do it. Just stop, and you can revisit the ideas later. We're going to wait just a couple of minutes in case people want to join us. I said I'd start at 12:15, and so we'll wait until then. Like I said, no Joyful today. She's watching me from the door, but she's not going to come outside because it's too scary outside. Today's practice, we're going to be looking at moving circulation around. And in yoga, we talk about prana. Prana is a global term for energy in any form. The sunshine is prana, our breath is prana, the blood circulating in our body is prana, energy in any form is prana. And we're going to look at various ways to move prana around in our bodies today. We don't need any props. Mat if you like. You could sit on something if you're on a hard surface, but we don't need any other props today. Go ahead and get started. Find a comfortable seated position, whatever that means for you. I'm sitting cross-legged. This position, sitting cross-legged like this, is called Sukhasana, which translates to easy pose. And for many people, it's not an easy pose, so you can find some other comfortable seated position if this is not comfortable for you. Close your eyes if that's okay with you. Allow yourself to become grounded. Appreciate this time that you've set aside for yourselves so that we feel better when we get up off our mat than we did coming to the mat. For the next 45 minutes or so, you can allow yourself to completely focus inward. Allow any external distractions to float by. You don't need to get hung up on that. I'm sitting outside in my yard with the flowers behind me, a light breeze, the sun on my face. If that's not your experience, you could imagine that, or you could just enjoy the experience that you have wherever you are. Allow your seat bones to become grounded. Hips begin to open. Breath is easy. Feel your belly moving in and out with your breath. Our focus today is prana. Prana is energy or life force. In Chinese philosophy, they talk about qi. In Japanese philosophy, they talk about ji. And in yoga philosophy, we talk about prana. It's all different ways to think about a similar idea. The idea that our life force needs to be vital within us. So allow your breath to be easy. Notice if there are areas in your body that feel like they don't get enough breath. And pay attention to that throughout our practice today. Open your eyes, interlace your fingers, palms away, arms overhead. So the act of raising your arms lifts your chi, lifts your prana, allows more prana to come upward in your body. And then begin to rock from side to side, opening the opposite side body, allowing room in your rib cage for a little bit more air to come in. Releasing your ribs from one another. Grounding that opposite side seat bone, the opposite side hip. Looking up underneath your arm. Enjoying your ability to move within your body today. Release your hands, interlace your hands behind you. Collarbones long, shoulder blades together in the back. Lifting the hands away from your body. Opening the heart center, opening the front of the chest. Allowing a little bit more room within your lungs. Release your hands, right arm down, left arm up, grounding that left seat bone, looking up under the left arm, just stretching to the side. Allowing that left hip to open a little bit more. And press up, grounding the left hand, right arm up overhead. Noticing that the two sides are different, that's fine. And come back up to neutral. Walk your hands out in front of you any amount, understanding that none is an amount. So this is not going to be your biggest opening. This is just an opportunity to allow prana to come into your back body, still feeling like the heart center is open. The action is of pulling your hands towards you to increase the heart opening. Walk your hands back to your body. Simple twist to the right, left hand to the right knee. Right hand behind you like a kickstand. Just allowing your body to open to the right. The twist originates within your pelvis, comes up through your low back, through the rib cage spine, and is complete by the neck. The neck is not included in the twist. Talking a lot about prana today, moving the energy, moving the circulation in your body. And the yogis believe that the health of your spine is super important to our overall health. And release, come back to center, switch it out. There's a whole branch of yoga called Kundalini Yoga, which is concerned with opening the prana within your spine itself. Visualizing your Kundalini as a coiled serpent in the base of your pelvis and allowing that serpent to wiggle up through your spine and up out of the crown of the head. So really increasing your overall energy. And we'll be looking at some Kundalini practices today. Release, come back to center, and now we come to standing. Okay, so from here we're going to look at opening or increasing our circulation, increasing our prana in a number of different ways from standing. And the first way is very simple. We're going to use centrifugal force or centrifugal movement to increase the prana in our bodies. And it's very simple. We're going to swing our arms from side to side. So I start with a little swing, and that can be plenty. And then if you like, you can increase the swing. So I'm letting my arms swing away from my body and then stay very relaxed so that they sort of hit my body on the way to completion. So this increases prana, increases circulation, increases the energy available within the body in a couple of different ways. One is that the action, the movement, brings more circulation to the fingers. The action of allowing my hands to rest on my body, to slap on my body, helps bring energy into other parts of my body. And the movement of the spine also increases prana. And we continue this action. And just notice how your body reacts to this. How do you feel? And now to complete this action, feet a little bit wide, bend your knees, place your hands on your knees, bend down, and just rest here. And notice how your overall energy feels after that one single action. And then come to standing. Now we're going to do another action that will also increase prana. So feet a little bit closer together. Arms to cactus position. And this is a turning position also. And we're going to do it a little slower. So just turning from side to side. And this can originate at your feet. It can originate at your pelvis. It can originate at your waist. And it can be as big or as small as you like. So again, we're looking at mobilizing the energy within your spine. So as fast or as slow as you like, as far as you'd like, just do what feels good to you. You can include your shoulder blades or not. You can include your pelvis or not. You can include your feet or not. And now come back to neutral, feet a little bit apart, bend forward, rest your hands on your knees. And just notice how you feel. And then come to standing. So this one is directly from Kundalini, and there are a lot of poses within different schools of yoga that are called frog pose. In Iyengar, frog pose is a pose that you do lying on your stomach, and in Kundalini, frog pose looks like this, and this is what we're going to do now. So feet a little bit closer together, bend forward, hold your feet or your shins, bend your knees, and with your hands staying where they are, just begin to open and close your knees. So your gaze comes forward as you bend your knees, and maybe it stays there or maybe it looks down as you open your knees. So in Kundalini, this is called frog pose, Bekhasana. Inhale as you straighten the knees and exhale as you fold. And come up. notice how you feel. So these various sequences that we're playing with today, my hope is that you feel more energized as we continue the practice. And that's an increase in prana, which is the focus of today's practice. Now we come to hands and knees. And we're still looking at increasing prana, and we're looking to increase the flexibility and energy flow within the spine. So hands and knees, we'll do some cat and cow. So the action of cow is to, as if you were pulling your hands toward you, that's an inhale. And cat, push the hands away, arch the back, look at your belly. Following your own breath, inhale to cow, exhale to cat. You're still thinking about bringing energy within your spine. Feeling your shoulder blades come down towards your waist in cow, coming up towards your ears in cat. Come to neutral and notice how you feel. Now you're going to bring your hands closer together, and we're going to be standing on one hand at a time. So if you have wrist issues, you could bend your fingers and stand on your wrists. I'm going to do that. So here's the action that we're going to play with now. So my hands are close together, and now I'm going to open the right hand up and out and come back down. Switch it out, left hand up and out, looking at the fingers and switching it out. Still thinking about increasing the energy within the spine, increasing our overall prana. And now come back to neutral and just notice how you feel. So the focus today is on increasing prana, and we're doing that by increasing circulation in different ways. The typical way that we increase circulation is through cardio exercise, and we're not doing that today. We're doing increasing circulation in other ways. So our next variation, I'm going to walk the hands forward about a hand width, and the action is going from a forward position, so like a knees down up dog, back into a partial child's pose. Inhaling forward, letting the belly drop. Exhale back, letting the tail drop. And you can do this as fast or as slowly as you like. There's no benefit to doing it super fast. But notice that your circulation increases, your prana increases as we continue this action. said Joyful you're not going to see Joyful, and you won't because she does not go outside, but she is watching me from the open door. So she's sort of here. She's watching. And now come back to table pose and notice how you feel. All right, now from here, we're going to do another variation of cat and cow, and this variation, you're gonna look at your panther tail. So you're gonna turn around and look at your tail from the right, turn around, look at your tail from the left, and you can let the pelvis drop to the other side if you like. And you can go quite slowly, that's fine. There's, again, no advantage to going super fast. Just allowing your spine to be a little more mobile. There, I hear Joy. You may be able to hear her, but you will not see her. Sorry. Not today. And come back to neutral, and then come to seated with your knees bent in front of you, feet on the mat in front of you. So my feet are out in front of me. They're not really close to the body. And you can rest back on your elbows. Draw the feet in a little bit closer. So here's the action that we're going to play with now. It's a variation on boat pose. So from here, you can straighten your legs any amount, and they come up for boat, for half boat, and down for boat. Boat pose is the only pose I can think of which the half pose is harder than the full pose. So this is half boat, and this is full boat. Navasana. And then let your feet come down, wrap your arms around your knees, and rest, and notice how you feel. Circulation up? Mine is. Okay, release your arms, and you come to lying on your side. I'm going to lie on my left side. Knees are bent, but my thighs are straight in alignment with my body. And you can start with the right arm down on the mat. We're going to be lifting the pelvis up. Okay, so this is a big strength exercise. So side plank, a variation on side plank. So lifting up. Coming down. Lifting up and coming down. Vasisthasana. And if you like, you could do it just with the strength of your body. Down, switch sides. And you may find that one side is considerably easier than the other. That's pretty normal. So again, you can start with that left hand down if you like, and use it as a prop, or you could not. Just lifting the pelvis in a straight line, your body's in a straight line, knees are bent. Vasisthasana. And the translation of that is useless. Vasistha is the name of a sage, so it's not really a helpful name. And then release, come back to seated, bend your knees, rest your head on your knees, wrap your arms around, and just notice how you feel. And now we come back to standing. And we'll do half sun salutations. Yeah, that's still running. Okay. Half sun salutations with the awareness of the forward fold also increases prana. So hands to heart center. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Uttanasana. Inhale all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, Namaskarasana. Urdhva Hastasana. Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana. Uttanasana. Urdhva Hastasana. Namaskarasana. Again, inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release your hands and notice how you feel. Notice the amount of energy within your body right now at this part of our practice. So we've done a lot of different activities that increased our circulation of prana. And so now we're going to do some things that will quiet the circulation of prana, because we need to be able to both increase the prana and also to settle it down. So prana is the general term for energy of all kinds, energy within the body. And specifically, prana is the energy, the upward flowing energy. So we've done a lot of things that increase the upward flowing energy. Now we'll do some things that increase the downward flowing energy of apana. So come down onto your back. The knees are bent. And now draw the right leg up to your chest, aiming it towards that right armpit. This is apanasana, so it's the pose of downward flowing energy. And then release that leg. Bring the left leg up. Still apanasana. Release the left leg, both legs towards the chest. And here you can rock from side to side if you like. Still Apanasana. Apana being the downward flowing energy. And as you rock from side to side, feel the mobility of your spine. Isn't that interesting? And now release your feet down, knees stay bent. And now we're going to go back and forth between right leg and left leg. So bringing the right leg up, squeezing it towards that right armpit, switching it out, left leg up, switch towards the left armpit, switch it out, switch it out. And now both feet down. And now bridge pose. So for bridge pose, palms face down, close to the body, pull each shoulder blade underneath the body. And then with the strength of your back body, press the pelvis up. Neck stays in a neutral position. And then let the pelvis come down, but not all the way down. Just almost touch and then press back up again. So notice here we are increasing the prana in the spine again. Let the pelvis come down, knees to the chest, rocking side to side. Release the arms out to the side, palms face down, feet come down to the earth, and then straighten the legs on your mat. And bend the right leg up as straight as it's interested in being today. And then clasp your hands behind the thigh. Knee can be straight or almost straight or kind of straight. Supta Padangustasana, reclined big toe pose. And then let your right arm stay on your thigh and let that leg open out to the right, looking to the left. Left side of the pelvis stays down. It wants to jump up. Draw that leg back up. Place your left hand behind the thigh. Draw it across the body. But keep the pelvis down for this part, looking to the right. And then let that thigh come straight up, bend the knee, and then let it go straight down. Notice how the two sides feel. Maybe we better do the left leg now. So let the left leg come up, both hands behind the thigh. The leg is as straight as it's interested in being today. Let the left hand be on the thigh, right hand out to the side. Leg opens out to the left, looking to the right. Draw that leg straight up, switch hands, draw it across the body. It won't go very far if you keep the pelvis down, okay? This is not a twist here. This is just an opener for the outer hip. I mean, we could go all the way over, but that's a different variation if we're not doing that right now. And then then release back to center. Draw both knees into your chest. Wrap your hands around your legs and rock from side to side. Release your feet down, roll over and come to seated. We're not quite done with our prana practice yet. So this is a pranayama, which means drawing out of the breath. And this particular practice is a cooling breath. It's called sitali pranayama. In this breath, you curl your tongue and breathe in and out through your tongue. And you can curl your tongue into a tube. About 20% of the population can't curl their tongue into a tube. If that's you, you can just curl it behind your lower teeth. And that works. I know I don't have quite, it's not great video, but I'm going to curl my tongue into a tube and then breathe in and out through that tube. Then release that breathing and notice how you feel. This is considered a cooling breath, and I feel the cooling. So this is a warm day today. It's going to be close to 80, and here in North Carolina it gets really hot, and so it can be a useful breath to have in your repertoire for when it gets really hot. Okay, so now we come back to lie on your back. I'm going to stay seated and talk you through Shavasana. So lie down on your back. Draw each shoulder blade underneath your body so your palms face up. Close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. Allow yourself to settle completely into your mat. Allow your breathing to return to normal. Let your brain rest in the bottom of your skull. Allow your eyes to rest in the back of the socket. Facial features are soft. Breath is easy. Allow your tongue to rest in the bottom of your mouth. Jaw slightly parted. Back of the neck is long. Throat is open. Feel your shoulder blades flat on your mat. Arms are heavy. Fingers slightly curled. Feel your ribs moving on the mat with your breath. Your sternum rises and falls with the breath. Lower back is wide and free. Belly is soft. Allow your organs to rest towards your back body. Feel your sacrum resting flat on your mat. Allow the wings of your pelvis to open. Belly is soft. Hips are open. Thighs are heavy. Feet are relaxed. Notice the sounds around you, sounds in your house, the sounds in my yard, birds, the cat wailing in the background. Allow yourself to rest completely. You're safe, fully supported. Notice the energy flowing in your body. Notice any areas of particular openness now as a result of your practice today. Enjoy the feeling of peace, quiet, relaxation, softness. Be completely aware of your surroundings, even as you are completely tuned into your body. The concept of prana includes all the energy of the earth. It's the energy within us. It's the energy outside of us. It's the energy within us that interacts with the energy outside of us, so that we are all partners in energy, in prana. Return to the sensation of the breath. The belly rises and falls with the breath. And now take a deeper breath. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Bend your knees, place your feet on the mat, and gently roll to your right side and rest there. And press yourself up to seated. Bring your hands to heart center. Bow your head to your heart. I honor the place within you where the entire universe exists. I honor the place within you of peace, of joy, of light, and of love. I honor the place within you where, if you are in that place in you, and I'm in that place in me, there can be only one of us. Namaste. Rub your palms together to generate warmth. Place your palms over your closed eyes. Open your eyes into the darkness and return your hands to heart center. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Notice how you feel for the rest of the day. Thank you so much.